Hi everyone, and welcome back to Rufio's Film Room. In this second video we're going to be looking at broken coverages or breakdowns in coverage where the Browns allowed the Giants to get a few big plays on us this weekend. The good news about these things, I think they're pretty correctable. It's not like we are asking anyone to become more talented all of a sudden. If we want to fix some of these things, it's just sort of getting them ironed out on the field. Unfortunately, to this point, we've had a few too many of these. So this first one here is going to be down in the red zone. Giants are in, I believe that's 11 personnel, so they have 3 wide receivers, tight end, and then a running back. And the Giants here are going to fake a single back power play that they've been running on us all game long. And you notice that the Giants had this running play along with several play actions off of it, which is part of what makes the offense dangerous. You want to talk about constraint plays, you want to talk about keeping the defense honest. I think the Giants did that extremely well in our game versus them, and this was one of the set of plays. Okay, so as we come off the snap here, we see Eli take that snap out of shotgun. They're already sort of in a pass-heavy look. They're trying to pull defenders out of the box by spreading the field here wide with their 3 wideouts, but they still have the ability to power run the ball with this single back power play. Okay, and so you can see this backside guard here is going to pull. He's going to pull and kick out the end man on the line of scrimmage. Everyone else is going to block down, and the running back would take it off tackle this way. In this case, this is actually a play action fake. So you can see us react pretty well to that. Sucks our linebackers up for that fake there. And Eli pulls this out, and he's going to find Victor Cruz all alone in the end zone. Okay, so how did that happen? What we're running up top here is what's called a banjo coverage. And that's these 2 defensive backs here. They are man for man on these 2 receivers, but they are playing inside and out. So this is Patterson here in the slot. We got Brown outside. Brown is going to take the outside receiver. Patterson is going to take the inside receiver. So if at some point they cross, they're going to switch guys. If they never cross, they're staying man-to-man on the person they're lined up over. Okay, so in this route, they actually do cross. You can see Patterson here. He's clearly inside. He's got his hips turned outside. He's walled off the inside route. He has that defended, and he's got his head over here looking for that switch coming. Now Brown, and in my opinion, it's because of this play action fake that the Giants used here, gets sucked in a little bit. He's peeking in the backfield, I think, and doesn't see Cruz running right by him into this corner. So Patterson here is expecting, and rightfully so, expecting help on the outside. Brown either got sucked up by the play-action fake or he had the coverage confused. I'm not really sure what happened there. But as you can see, that switch doesn't happen, and this is just way too easy. If an offense is going to play perfect and score touchdowns on you, make tight, contested throws, there's not a whole lot you can do as a defense to stop them. But this is stealing. This is way too easy. And we could see right after the play, Patterson's turning around and trying to figure out, hey, what the hell just happened? Because he was expecting help there, and he didn't get any. All right, so on the second coverage breakdown here, we can see it's 1st and 10 to go. Again, the Giants come lined up in 11 personnel with 3 wide receivers here, 1 back, 1 tight end. We counter with our nickel personnel, and we have our nickel guy aligned over the slot receiver here. Again, you're going to see the Giants run this single back power action. Okay, so line's going to down block, except for the backside guard is going to pull. And that backside guard would kick out the end man on the line of scrimmage if this was a run play. But you can see here it's a play action fake. And Eli is going to find, I believe this is Ruben Randall, all alone down here on this sideline. And again, we look at him making this catch. This is way too easy. Okay, we're playing cover 2 here. There are always going to be seams in any zone coverage that you run. There will be seams. You can force an offense to play perfect, but giving them this much cushion, giving them that much space in the NFL, that just won't do. That's stealing. So again, this is another thing we try to do all game long, was to feign a single high coverage. So we're trying to fake single high. I believe we saw this in the run fit video. TJ Ward this time is the safety that's up in the box until the snap. adding to this look, this pre-snap look that we're giving Eli, is this corner playing off over here. Okay, so right now this reads like it could be a cover 3 or some sort of single high safety with this corner bailing here. On the snap, Ward is going to bail out, and this corner is going to sort of screw down here and squat short. Now, one thing that this run action does, when we're playing cover 2, the corners do have some outside contained responsibility. We're trying to stop the run in the box with these 6. We're not really counting on these corners to get in there and light up a lineman or a linebacker. But if the play does get bounced out to them, we are counting on them to flow to the ball and get to that back. So we can see here on play action that Brown up here is sucked in a little bit by that play action, and that's because he has contained responsibility on this side. If this run were to start this way and get bounced back, that's Brown's guy. He's got to go make that tackle. So as I roll this forward again, you watch Brown. He's going to back up and then take just 1 or 2 steps into the inside on that run action. Okay, it gets our linebackers to bite pretty well. Not surprisingly, D'Qwell Jackson reads this pretty quickly. He's the first one to bail out, try and get to the deep seam in the middle of the zone. Brown correctly lets his guy go at the top of the screen here, and Young is put in the conflict because he has 2 receivers. Okay, he's got 2 guys he's got to worry about. Cruz down, I believe that's Cruz down the seam. He's got to worry about Randall on the sideline, and we're going to see him not only get pulled up by run action, okay, but he's now put into conflict because he has 2 threats and he can't guard both of them. In an ideal world, our defense would recognize and have some sort of call that, hey, this corner's got this wideout locked up pretty well, and when this is Joe Haden, I think we'll start to see the secondary cheat away from Haden in terms of Ward being able to come to the middle, cheat to the middle, and get this guy, and Young being able to bust out to the sideline a little quicker. But as it stands, we don't count on that being a lockdown corner out here. And so Ward has to stay deep, respect this outside threat. The Giants are essentially sending 3 deep against our 2 deep safeties. Now again, in an ideal world, Ward has some sort of call and can jump in here and take care of Cruz, and Young can bite a little bit further outside. As it stands, Young is standing flat-footed, and this is easy pickings for Eli. He holds the safety with his eyes. You can see him look down the middle. Then he's going to turn left and fire away. And this is far from a perfect throw, but when you have that much space as a wide receiver and a quarterback in the NFL, this is going to be complete every time. So I'd like to see Young here, as Randall's catching this ball, maybe within 1 or 2 steps, able to hit him. I think in his zone coverage, again, like I said earlier, you're never going to shut down all the seams. There's always going to be seams in zone coverage, but you need to be able to put a lick on this receiver as he catches this ball. As it stands, the Giants get a very easy completion, catch and run, and they're all the way down to the 2 or 3 yard line. So again, we're going to see run action. We're going to see us bite up on that action. Young needs to stay at home. Needs to stay at home up here. Our linebackers could stay at home a little bit, read it, play a little bit better as well. Eli holds the safety, and that's too easy, Browns fans. So thanks for turning in to Rufio's Film Room. In a post pretty soon here, we're going to have a more uplifting look at the Giants game in terms of our offense and some things we did well. So stay tuned, and I'll see you next time.